arms can just hang down and rest right
really?
on those pieces there, or just hang to the ground there, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just talk you through, what I'm feeling and seeing along the way here.
Okay.
First thing I like to do is check length of your legs and the alignment of that lower back. So if you feel me straightening or shifting you around on the table, that's the first thing we're gonna check for today here. Now, one thing I do notice just looking at you before we start, the right side is quite a bit shorter than your left there today. And you've probably got a good inch, maybe even more difference in your leg length, which is definitely significant when we look at that. So that could be part of the reason you're having so many issues, with the hip and lower back on that right side there. Now, I like to check that before and after to see what alignment changes that we make along the way, but definitely noticing a pretty significant difference there before we start. So now I just want to see how much movement we have in your back here, and as I'm going along, if there's any spots that are extra sensitive or tender to you along the way here, you just let me know. I just want to see how everything is moving throughout your back here before we start doing any adjustments here.
So I just have to relax from my body, right?
Yeah. The best thing you can do is just stay nice and relaxed,
Okay.
and then just let me know how you're doing with the pressure and everything. But the more you relax, the less muscle tension we have to work through generally. So yeah. Okay, so one spot I do notice right away, as I'm pressing on your lower back here, that left side's moving pretty well as I press there, but your right side is definitely more stuck and restricted and a lot tighter, and you actually do have some rotation on that right side too. So that correlates with that right leg being shorter on that side. So I do want to do some adjustments there to get that back in balance and get some of that pressure off. So I'm going to start on that spot today, but before we start doing some adjustments there, I just want to check a few other areas. Otherwise, sometimes when I pull the leg, you're just sliding down the table. Yes, exactly. So I'm going to do both legs for you, but this is mostly just to open up that right hip area here.
Okay.
So we'll start with this leg first. Try to let your leg relax as much as you can.
Okay.
And I'm just going to give it a straight pull right out here. There you
wow.
go. Good. And you got some movement out of your ankle with that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get some pops at the hip, knee, or ankle with this. And one more here on that right side there too. There you go. Good.
That's good. Oh, good.
Yeah,
It feels
sometimes
so
you get some
good.
big releases, but it opens that joint
Yeah, I
up.
can
So if
feel
it's
it.
jammed up in there, it's going to get some of that pressure off that too.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have you go face down one more time to recheck. So let me have you. Okay. Well, good news here. We've got a big change with your leg length. So as I press your heels together, we're almost perfectly nice and even there, and you had a really significant difference from where we started. So that tells me we made some changes with your alignment there. Now I just want to make sure we have good movement on both sides of your lower back here, and much better on that right side. It's just a little tighter right here yet. So I'm going to do a little bit more with the table, and then there's one final check we'll do here for you. Okay, great. And that's moving better all through that middle part of your back too. So everything's looking good. Now the last thing I just want to see you do before you get up, if you can keep your leg completely straight, I just want to see you raise this one up there high as you can, and then we'll compare to the movement of the other side. So you're going to keep your leg locked and straight, and then raise it up high as you can one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Yep, high as you can go that way. Okay. Good, that looks fine. You can drop it down, and then let's see the same thing on that right side there. Okay, good. And that's moving fine too, just making sure we're nice and equal on both sides, and it looks fine. So I'm gonna stop there for today for you. So go ahead and take your time getting up, and let's see how you're feeling after your first adjustments there. How'd you do with all that today?
Oh my gosh, it feels so good. It's different.
Yeah.